CSIS was established in 2007 as a joint project of the Uniting Church in Australia Northern Synod and the Northern Regional Council of Congress, which is the Aboriginal and Islander Presbytery. According to the 2006 census data, 56,000 Australians speak Indigenous languages. Many of these language speakers reside in the four ministry areas of the Uniting Church: North East Arnhem Land, West Arnhem Land, Central Australia and West Kimberley. Over many decades, Indigenous and non-Indigenous Christians in these regions have been engaged in language work and Bible translation. This work has been fundamental to the affirmation of Indigenous culture and identity within the Church. In 2008, Christians of North East Arnhem Land celebrated the dedication of the god Wangarwu Walngamia Daruk, the Jambarpoingo New Testament. Well over 3,000 people speak Jambarpoingo, and many more Yolngu people speak related languages. The challenge for the Jambarpoingo team is now to integrate the published New Testament into the faith and life of their communities. CSIS is helping to mobilise training and resources for workshops and literacy development. Other members of the Jambarpoingo team are using the Jambarpoingo New Testament as a foundation for translation into other dialects of the region.
Through the Wali Matta, I can hear him talking directly to me. And now Ngaraka sensing through the language that he is Nakungarako Galkipo Gorotomere.
Work in the West Kimberley communities of Derby and Mowanjum is also being resumed. Though the Worora language is in decline, Christians in these communities are very passionate about the use of their traditional languages in the church and family. In approaching this project, Christians in these communities are first transcribing favourite hymns and songs into Worora and Ngaranyan. Together we hope to produce a printed resource of songs and a parallel publication of Worora and English Gospel portions. The Pitjantjatjara language is spoken by more than 3,000 people in Central Australia and the Western Desert. In 2002, the church in Annabella launched the Shorter Bible in Pitjantjatjara. CSIS seeks to support this application of Scripture in the life of the church community. CSIS works by partnerships. Existing networks within Indigenous churches and communities are fundamental to the success of Scripture projects. Within this, Indigenous Christians volunteer their time and effort to translate material in their own languages. CSIS is the Uniting Church strategy for support of its members who are involved in Scripture and resource work. As its name suggests, CSIS exists to coordinate this support for Indigenous Scriptures in the four regions, nurturing partnerships between local church and clan groups, the wider Uniting Church in Australia, and the relevant parachurch organisations. Noongarlinya College is a centre of Indigenous training in theology and related subjects. CSIS office space at Noongarlinya is available for training purposes. CSIS is also involved in raising nationwide awareness of Indigenous languages and projects. Please consider partnering with Indigenous communities and churches through the work of CSIS. You could subscribe to CSIS news and prayer notes, or find us online at www.csis.org.au.